The book, How to Make Millions from Apps, will share with you the secrets of how you can create apps with no programming, coding, or design experience. I'll even share with you the little known secret of how you can create apps for free. This and so much more. I've even included over $128 worth of free bonuses and resources that include my app creation blueprint. This is what I use and it's what I've built my entire app business on. And I'll share with you a little secret. I've got over 150 apps in my app portfolio, and it's growing on multiple platforms every single month. And all this with no programming, coding, or design experience. And you might be thinking, hey, I've got a really limited budget. I can share with you how to capitalize on your limited budget and publish an app that makes money. So if you really want to know these secrets, How to Make Millions from Apps is the book that's going to expose all these secrets and make it so simple for you to succeed at creating an app. So, this post, the iPhone app market sizing. This is the last guide you're ever going to need about, is the app market worth it? Is the iPhone market, iPad market, Android market, Kindle market worth it? If you're thinking about creating an app, how can I easily say this to you? If you're thinking about creating an app and you're thinking that you could make money from apps, the answer is yes. But I would prefer that you wait 6 to 12 to maybe 5 years to actually do something about your idea. Because the longer you wait to actually create an app, the more money I make. And the easier it is for me to do other things. Because if you don't, to be honest, get off your backside and go and create an app and get into the app market like now, as soon as possible, at the start of this gold rush, you're really going to be missing out. So if you're thinking about creating an app, do it. It's really simple. It's not that hard. I've even got blueprints and trainings that show you step by step, and I've got programs where we walk you through exactly what to do. We've got things to fast track your success. You got all the tools and resources you need here. It's actually not that hard to create an app. It's a lot of fun, and yeah, so really do it. The problem with these stats I'm about to give you is that they're old. The app market is getting so big, but let me explain why. The evolution of computers are getting smaller. Everyone loves mobile. These tablets, like iPads, mobile devices get used more every day than desktop machines. There's countries out there that are skipping the entire desktop revolution and they're going mobile. Like, look at the impact of tablets in schools. What do you think the kids who are under 10 years of age are going to be using when they graduate? They're not going to be using laptops. The businesses that they go into are not going to be using big desktop computers. They're going to be walking around with tablets or their mobile phone and doing everything off their smartphones. So this market is just going to be massive. The App Store, the iOS App Store, has had 25 billion, that's with the B, billion. And for those that aren't sure, who have lived under a rock for the last few years, that's a bucket load, right? That's a lot of people. 25 billion app downloads, and it's still going. And they're only a tiny part of the marketplace, because when you look at the app system as an entire ecosystem, iPhone is not that big in some countries. Android is actually bigger. Nokia is actually bigger. The Windows Phone is going to be competing. But then let me tell you a little secret, right? I'll lean in and I'll actually whisper this, because for those that are serious, Amazon, which has got over 200 million credit cards on files, have backed their entire business on the Kindle Fire and producing tablets. Do you think one of the world's biggest companies, Amazon, would put their entire business behind a mobile strategy where they're creating hardware and creating digital systems for video, music, movies, and shopping just on something that's not going to last. If you think this marketplace is not real and not serious, do one of those. You got to slap yourself because you're kidding yourself. Like 25 billion apps downloaded in the App Store alone. Nokia just signing on to use the Android system, which is going to be huge. Android is going to explode in 2012, and I believe it's going to dominate the marketplace. And Android and Apple are really going to go fisticuffs. Chasing close behind is going to be the entire Amazon movement, but it's really riding the Android wave. And then you got the good old Windows system riding up the behind, coming up, and it's still going to be a serious marketplace. You've then also got the other phone systems and other networks out there. You've still got smartphones. You've got the release of HTML5, which I really believe is a few years off. But you've got some massive marketplaces you can capitalize right now that you've really got to get into and take this seriously. For example, there are 45 million iPhones and iPod Touch users. 45 million that you can put your apps onto without much work. Those 45 million people, 54% are in the United States alone. Talk about a closed and captive market. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. iPhones represent 68% of the worldwide devices running iOS, and iPod Touch make up the rest. So that's a big market. The market for iPad has increased substantially, and these devices are selling in the tens of millions. Like, this device has transformed tablet computing, and people thought it was a joke to begin with. They've just released the iPad 3. The Retina displays, like, they're leading the field. Billions of dollars are behind this, and you just get to choose. Do you want to make some money from this? Or is it going to be another thing that you look back in 5 years and go, I had an idea for an app and I wish I did something about it. And because there's nothing that really pisses you off more than you seeing that guy who created the app, or that lady. It could be an 80-year-old lady who created that app, right? She makes money, or this 16-year-old kid who from his bedroom had the same idea as you and created an app, and he's paid for his education before he's even graduated. His parents had to co-sign his developer account. It's just ridiculous right now. So there's some great stats and figures in this blog post. There's more around the web. Different countries like China have had a 238% increase in the mobile device downloads. Sweden is one of the highest paying app developer countries at the moment when you publish your apps into that marketplace. But there's every country has its own ecosystem and different style. But at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is, yes, if you get off your ass, you can make some money from apps. If you're willing to put some energy and effort behind it, it can be a bucket load of fun. Because how many people can really say they get paid to play games? There's a lot of people who say they get paid to jerk off at work and waste time at work, right? But seriously, getting paid to create games, it's a great feeling walking down the street and people have got your app, or they're talking about your app, or they're playing your game. And you know what's even better? When you're asleep on your bed or you're spending time with your family on the weekend, people are still downloading your app and you're still making money. And you come into the office the next day and you go, I don't have to do much today and I've still got paid. Unlike having to go to work at 9 o'clock in the morning and slave away for the boss. Apps is a great industry. Right now it's a gold rush. So this video is all about get off your ass, turn your idea into an app as fast as possible. If you want some help and guidance, this website's got it all. Or if you're watching this video somewhere else, howtomakemillions.com can fast track your success. Check out my book, and you're certainly going to realize the benefits of the app world. And it ain't that hard, but the longer you think about it, the more money that those 16-year-old kids and 80-year-old ladies are making that you're missing out on. Because really, over the next few years, you can build a massive business for a few $1,000s. Like this is just huge. App portfolios, if you've got multiple apps, are worth a lot of money, and plenty of people are willing to buy them because there's a lot of people out there that just can't come up with the ideas, don't want to put the effort or the energy in. They just want to buy it already done. And that's also another business strategy for you. If you know how to do it, you can do it over and over and over again. That's one of the strategies I teach my students. It is possible. So you've now got to make a choice. Are you going to watch this video and do nothing, or watch this video and take action that can really benefit you long term? I want to hear about the apps you create or are creating and your app ideas. And if you've got some app ideas and you just want to give them to me, post them in the comments below, because I'm quite happy to develop them and make money from them if you're not going to do it. Discover the secrets of how you can make apps for free. It is possible, but I share more than that. I share the secrets of how you can create, market, and publish apps even on a low budget with no coding, programming, or design experience. It is possible. Trust me, I went from 0 to 150 apps in under 12 months. I make my entire living from my app portfolios, and I've shared the secrets of how you too can make apps in my book, How to Make Millions from Apps. And when you order today, you'll get over $128 worth of free bonuses, along with access to a VIP members-only community, which has amazing resources. So if you're looking to be successful in the apps business and create top 25 games or utilities, create apps on a low budget, this book is for you. How to Make Millions from Apps is going to fast track your app success. This is Benjamin Bressington, the author of How to Make Millions from Apps, wishing you happy success in your app journey.